I think that this world system is structured in a way that serves the purpose of the devil. The Bible says, I think it was Romans 12, do not be conformed to this world system. I want to say that there is something at work, the world system, the way it is structured, to make sure that the work that you need to do to pay for your house, you say your rent, will take you out of that house more hours than you are in that house.
You are listening to Off Script with Dr. Ayo.
Hi guys, it's Dr. Martha, and if you're watching this, then you know we're going off script with Dr. Ayo. Hi Dr. Ayo, how are you?
I'm fine. Are you ready to go off script? Because it's not the one that I'll be answering your question. You say, no, off script is off script.
I can see that you're ready to fight.
I'm ready.
You know, even the fact that you copied me because you saw me wear black and black, you quickly ran to your word.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Aura for aura. Okpa for okpa.
Which one is okpa for okpa?
I don't know what it means. It just started right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Energy for energy. Okay. Bring it. I get it. I throw it back.
I don't want to fight.
No, it's okay now. Let's fight now. Let's fight.
Okay, so let's get right down to it.
Yeah.
Like fight me. So, fight me or not, but I feel like we can agree that women don't seem to be respected as much as men in our society today. Regardless of age, accomplishments, there's just always this respect, especially by men. In fact, by both men and women.
What have women done to deserve respect in the society? What have men done for the society?
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, it just felt like something that I need to say. It just felt like
Just like trouble. It's not a good look on you.
It just felt like something I just need to say. How do you know it's not good on me? Look that I've been carrying since when? Yeah, I think that I don't know. We were raised to respect people. In fact, we were raised to respect people, and we were raised to, care for women. So it's not just respect the women. You also, we're raised to. So I don't know, but could it be? Could it be that it's just maybe something that women brought on themselves? Yeah.
Expatiate.
Okay, so let me give you an example. On one of our episodes, we were done with episodes and wanted to get snacks at a popular store, right? And the lady who was attending to us was rude to you, right? Now, why? Now, this is what I'm saying. So, what if it was a man? We would say, because he's a man, because he just don't have respect for women, right? Because they don't understand women that should be respected. I think women know that women should be respected because you're a woman, right? So if a woman is disrespecting a fellow woman, does that not feel somehow to you? And so if women don't know how to respect women, why do you think another gender should respect women? Where do you think everybody else learned how to treat women from? Do you think it's from other women? Who makes light of women travails more than women? None. It's women.
Men.
Are you kidding me?
No. Okay, so
matron, nurses in the hospital.
Oh my gosh,
nurses and pregnant.
Who sent you?
Yeah,
you're opening your leg, you don't know. I beg.
I have not seen it before that a doctor would treat a pregnant woman without compassion. Say, you're shouting. What's this noise? The contraction has gone now. You're pretending. Maybe on the flip side, maybe women too have excess. Maybe women would use anything to get their way. Say, for example, I'm in this period of the month, and so I'm nasty. And then you have to understand that I cannot be nice to you today because I'm in that time of month. Or maybe women just see that they get compassion from other people, and so they exaggerate their sufferings. Maybe. I'm just giving you examples. Oh yeah. I'm just saying.
So let me give you an example. Even we've been on. Okay, so for example, one that is so glaring to me, just generally in the society, this one is not even maybe in the workplace or something, is with Uber drivers. When, in fact, if I'm somewhere and I need to order a ride, like let's say I order a ride and I want to find out if maybe the driver is coming or is canceling, or I just want to describe the place or whatever. If for any reason I have a male friend there or even acquaintance, I would be like, oh, please, can you speak to the boat driver for me? Because automatically
They don't treat
there's
you.
just
They don't treat you as
this-
well as they treat men.
It's just like, you know, when we stopped over at, I don't know if it's the same day we're talking about with that supermarket, because I remember a day that we stopped over some and you were like, oh, you're going to tell the driver to wait for us to get snacks or something. And I said, is it not better we just, they don't want to wait, maybe we should get what we're doing and order another ride, like we should just end the trip and all, you know what, this boat drive, because me, I know even so much as saying let me just buy something on the road or let me pick someone up, even that 2 stops, they'll be vexed himself. So not to talk of you saying, oh, wait like 10-15 minutes for me, even though I'm going to pay you extra. But of course, when it's you, it's all very, okay, sir. When it's, please, can you turn on the AC? And me, I know I'm a very polite person. Like, I'm extremely polite. A little too polite, actually. So I know it has nothing to do with that. And it's not, oh, it's the manner of approach. Because that's the next thing for you people now. Maybe women are rude. Women are entitled. Women talk like maybe someone is beneath them or something. But
You don't know what I want
that
to say.
You're not even as polite as me.
Me?
But with you, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not getting personal.
Okay.
I'm just saying, yet they would fall over themselves to please you. While with a woman's be no, me, I cannot stop. Me, I cannot do this one. No. You even be afraid for the one you're actually entitled to. So don't you think that there's actually something there?
I wish I can help you guys, but I think that maybe over time, and I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. Maybe over time they've learned that you people are selfish. You don't tip well. Maybe you overprice. Maybe it could be.
Their price is the price not written there.
I'm actually, as a guy, maybe they just know that. I don't know. It's a lot of things. It could be that man to man, he knows that I understand his struggles. Maybe he knows. Oh, you see? So even you're making light of his struggles. He has to work and feed and feed. maybe he's also angry that he has to be in a situation where he has to work that hard to feed his family and he's taking it out on you. But when he sees me, he knows that, oh, this is a what do you call that thing? Fellow man in arms. Like, like we are together in this struggle. A fellow comrade. Yeah. Maybe he looks like maybe you can't hear it because it's telepathic. You just say, guy, well done, Bele. So maybe it's just connection.
We're both providers.
We are both providers. Maybe that translate to the respect. He can't respect you because you don't have those struggles. You are just somebody's just giving money as far as it's concerned. And you're just living life.
How?
And then this money that they are giving you're not even sharing very well. You're not sharing very well. You're not the mama for the boys. You're not the mama for the boys. Mama for the boys will get respect. Maybe you are not the mama for the boys. Maybe you. How much is the trip? Trip is 3,400. You pay 3,400. You don't know how bad it is for 3,400 as this pay 3,400. 400 is not round. 500 is round.
I don't understand.
Good.
No, I'm not saying like there was no additional service, so I didn't, not like you that will make them wait 10-15 minutes.
No,
that
but
one should even pay double.
I'm
That's
saying
fine.
that, do you tip them? Do you tip them or you just pay what's on the? Because now this is not personal. I'm just saying that maybe they've realized that
Now, but it just
maybe they
depends.
maybe
How many will you tip every day?
I tip every day. The only way,
Money back.
the only reason I don't tip, or the only times I don't tip, is if the driver, if I don't like his attitude. Not disrespect though, because why will you disrespect me? I'll come down now. I'll say park. You are parking. Yeah, you can't disrespect me. It's not even possible. Even me gone, I don't disrespect myself. So maybe, but by and large, the culture that appreciates, maybe you guys just don't have it. Maybe 3-4, you pay 3-4. Oh, maybe they've now learned that's how all of you are, or most of you are. Say which one? Something that just you don't make it worth their while. So maybe
There are a lot of guys that
I think, you know what, to be honest with you, I'm not giving anybody an excuse, right? You should respect anybody who is patronizing you. It is stupidity to disrespect people. And I'm saying this because I remember, we were talking on one of the episodes, we were talking about, some of the things that I'd had to do and things like that. This time in my life, I was a bartender and I was also in the kitchen of a restaurant, the same restaurant as a bar, So at some point I was in charge of the bar. Later I was in the restaurant, So sometimes you cook and you go serve. I've seen people come and treat me with disrespect because I'm just a bloody bartender. You know that kind of thing, right? Yeah. So sometimes it's also the people who look down on the boat drivers. And then maybe they're also reacting. Because I'll be honest with you, at that point in my life, I felt like also paying them back in that same coin and say, what do you mean? Do you know who I am? Because really, at that point in time, my father was a professor. So I can look at you. At that point in time, my own father had more than 6 houses. So I really can look at you like, do you know who I am? But the truth of the matter is that I realized that I didn't have to do that. I realized that I could simply decide to be honorable and to respect them and to smile and to deliver that service with excellence. I say, hi, how do you do? Even when they are being rude. What would you like? Okay, is that fine? Do you want me to make something else? Yeah, and smile. I somehow, God help me, I somehow figured out that was an investment into my own life. Because if you disrespect me and you pass a snack remark on me or whatever thing that you did, maybe you are just difficult. When you go and you leave, me, I will still retain my own value now. You don't reduce my own value now. Now I'm still bearing my surname. I still have the things I have. I was still moving forward in life, right? So I don't see any issue. And the thing is that because of that, I now had other amazing customers that I didn't even now have to worry about those nasty ones. For example, I just count those nasty ones as just things that just happen, normal life. I'll be worried if I go through my day and there's no about 2 nasty customers. People have issues now. They're bringing issues. They want to transfer aggression. You have to know that. So it's not easy to be a boat driver and be riding all over. I'm not giving them excuse, right? Some people is a station in their life that they're not proud of. Some people it's something that they rather not do. I'm not sure. I think I want to do boat driver, Sha. I think it'd be nice. It'd be very nice to meet people and talk and just. I want to do it. I don't know if I'm going. I have to find. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll find a time in my life where I can do it because it's not something I want to just do one day and then. No, I want to maybe have 1 year that's what I'm doing. I'm telling you.
For fun.
Yes, now.
Don't meet people elsewhere.
I think you can meet all kinds of people that way. Right now, the people that I can meet are limited now. I mean, I'm limited to a particular class now. Because now, even if I go on the street and I want to meet boys on the street, it's obtain, they will obtain me. Do you understand? So I can't even be their friend because it's just like, because what are you doing here? It's just obtain. Like my friend used to go and play ball. He stopped playing ball because he's playing with boys. When he finished playing ball, they were like, girls, now spending money, giving them, like, this is not profitable. That kind of thing. So the kind of people that I can meet is limited now because of how life is, right? But if I was a boat driver, I'll meet everybody now. Rich, not rich, rude, not rude, amazing, not amazing. Yeah, I'll meet all kinds of professions, depending on what time I ride. And I can also ask questions because those questions I want to know why are you doing this kind of work? I would like to know. Things like that. So yeah, so you never can tell. But for real, you to be giving them money now. That is not easy. They have to leave home. Do you know what it means? Some of them are driving 10 hours every day. They get home, their children are already asleep. Can get to somebody now. Can get somebody. Especially when they now think that you are fine. Like someone that is giving you money. Your life is too soft. Your life is too soft. You're like, what's wrong with her? And therefore I will not respect her.
But I feel like, speaking of this whole provider thing and all, I feel like men probably use this provider thing as more of an excuse for no, don't hold me. But I'm just saying, I'm sure you've seen some conversations over time especially on social media, where they'll say stuff like, being a present father, going for milestones, graduation, I don't know, even other participation things, PTA meetings and whatnot. Yeah, father, you don't know if maybe you have to take your child to the hospital. You don't know. Some don't even remember date of birth, but but date of birth aside, you don't know any details about the child and stuff like that. And then I feel like there are two factions when it comes to that. They are the ones, especially men, that saying, when he's the provider, is it all about that one? Blah 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 blah. Well, I was say, you can be the provider and still, of which a lot of households are two parents household, two income households now, like two even on par.
Yeah.
And then yet the women still find time. Or you people say they are more nurturing. Women are more nurturing, so men don't need to really
Who are
be
these people?
involved in such things.
Who are these
Yeah, you
people?
tell me your own take on it.
So, the Bible says, I think it was Romans 12, says, do not be conformed to this world system. I think that this world system is structured in a way that serves the purpose of the devil. No, I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
I'm telling you. This is what I mean. What was God's structure at the beginning? A man in a garden that has everything. I mean, think about it. Like, what did God design? A man in a garden where he lacks nothing. Now, ordinarily, a man in that garden, do you think he'll be a present father or an absent father?
Present.
Exactly. So, I want to say that there is something at work. The world system, the matrix, the way it is structured, to make sure that that the work that you need to do to pay for your house, you say your rent, will take you out of that house more hours than you are in that house. Do you get the idea? So if you are paying monthly, if say you live in Lagos, you work on the island, your house is on somewhere in the mainland, and you shuttle like that, naturally you are going to spend anything within 14 hours out of the house, right? So it means that every day or every weekday or something like that, you have to be out of the house for 14 hours so that you can pay for the 24 hours of the house. Now, think about it. That does not make sense to me. So, what kind of structure is that? That the thing, so that to be able to, so you give me this phone, and you say, to have this phone, you have to be leaving it every 14 hours in a day. If there's a 14 hours in a day that is just somewhere, is not yours. If you don't do like that, it's not yours anymore. That will make sense to you now. You say, if it's my phone now, I should be able to hold it. If I leave it has to be choice. You can't tell me that if I don't leave it every other day or every day, you're going to come and take it from me. That's what's going to happen. It's the same thing when fathers have to, go to work and be away. Because if they are not away, they don't get the money. And if they are not away, they don't get money. If they don't get money, they don't get to pay, they don't get to raise the child or finance the house. And so they now have to choose. Okay, stay in the house and be seeing them now, be present. But the point is that if you stay in the house with them, it is you and Onga and the children that will stay. But if you leave the house, the Onga too will follow you out and leave your children alone with food. Exactly. It's the world system. It's terrible. People have to know that. People have to know that that is what they are battling. I'm telling you. Look, it's reality. There's a reason it's called rat race. Rat race is not a nice sounding word. I'm telling you now. But people are in a freaking rat race. So, what do you think the rat race is designed to do? Do you think the rat race was designed to make you have work-life balance? No. Do you think the rat race was designed to make you have time for your children so you can raise and nurture your children? No. That's why I'm saying that when the Bible says don't be conformed to this world system, the Bible knows what it's saying. It's saying that by you, with the help of God, you'll be able to determine by yourself what is good. So you'll be able to stand and say, I ain't doing this. I'm sorry. I'm not one of those people who will not have time to spend time with their children because they're looking for money. I'm not going to be one of those people. Yeah. And then you put your foot down, and then you start to walk in that light. To say, I am not going to pick a stupid 9-to-5 job. Oh yeah. Yeah. Or I am going to work remotely. Or my 9-to-5 job will be at leisure. Or my 9-to-5 job will have break. Or my job will give me accommodation and school in the company premises. Yeah, people have staff school. Company have staff school. Where the break time you can go, you can see your. I mean, look, there are options and options and options and options. Don't let anybody lie to you. So, but the moment you don't understand what the system is trying to do, you are conformed. And you're going to. Do you know how fathers will have to travel to neighboring countries or cities to go and work? And then maybe some of them even come home at night. What are those people that it is monthly that they come home? They come home a month and come and spend two days in a month. Oh yeah. Why? Because if they don't do that, those children are not going to feed. And then people will now lie to themselves because it's also tough. It's difficult to not conform to the world system. I'm telling you. So you just say, that's what everybody is doing now. You can't blame me now. What would they eat? Yeah, it sounds like a good excuse. Yeah, if that's the life you want, that's not the life I want. I don't think that's the life anybody should want. I think you should put your foot down and say, look, you need for anything. When I was growing up, I decided I'm going to be an house husband. You know how you have housewife, right? Yeah, because I think that the most beautiful thing in this world is to just watch children grow. I've not seen anything in all my life as beautiful as the development of a child. Why would I want to miss it? How much do you want to pay me to miss it? Something that I cannot take back. I can't get it back. If you have a child and child grows away and you miss it, yeah, it's gone. Why do I want to allow you to do that to me? So that's me. That's what I know. Maybe not everybody thinks like this. Maybe not everybody knows this. Maybe not everybody knows that they can decide how they want their life to be. Maybe not everybody knows that you don't have to follow the general pattern. The general pattern is go work, get work, and then you start to short to 9-to-5 and then you leave the woman. Now, you are even right to say that. Now most household now is not single income. It's dual. The wife also is working. So I think that over time, now that women are working and they are still nurturing. They are nurturing because men can't nurture.
Why?
We've discussed this now. Why is this even a question? I mean, a man can try, a man can be there, but you always know a woman's touch different from a man's touch. But that's not my point. My point is, women can make money more than men can nurture children. Do you get the idea? Like before, it is man make the money, women nurture. Now women can go and make money. Men don't know how to come and nurture children. So I think that men are lost in that sense because now it's only money that they can bring. So that money now they have to just keep using it as excuse. But I think that raising children for a man is not even a difficult thing. Researchers have shown that the rough play that fathers play with their children is an important part of their development.
Really?
I'm telling you. Can you imagine that? That there is something it does to the children that is necessary for them. There's a particular strength that it builds in them. I mean, look at that. You don't want to raise children who are just lacrimose now, just crying all over the house all the time. I mean, if you're crying at 1 and 2 is okay, 3, okay, maybe. But when you start to be 4, it should be more of laughter, more of, you shouldn't be like, that'll be a very terrible, horrible thing to see. Yeah, so it means that men have to know that you play a major role. Nobody's coming to say, come and breastfeed the child. Carry the child on your neck, walk around, play ball, throw the child up, throw him down. Do building plays with him. Do problem solving plays with him. Teach him leadership. There are many ways to raise a child. And you know how beautiful it is when you are hands-on as a father, you carry a log of wood, and then your child now wants his own put, and also wants to carry a log of wood. Yeah. They're teaching the child to build a society, which, naturally you may not find a woman will nurture, but may not be equipped to give that kind of training. So I don't even understand why men are lost. What about discipline? What about go and sit down there? What about structure? So I know, but in the face of hunger, all of this in second is the child first have to be alive,
of course,
before we now to start to worry about those things. So I get it, But I ultimately think that I think you should just know, you should just do better. Forget it. The world system is just trying to make sure that you are miserable and that your children are miserable. Children need both parents. If they did not need both parents, I don't think God would have given. God can make human beings grow from trees now. I didn't do it like that. He didn't do it like that. Children love their mothers and they love their fathers. Children have the capacity to love both parents. And they do. The problem is that it's only one parent that they now see. And so now it looks as if there's no love for the father. So it's a sad thing, no. It's a very sad thing, and that's what obtains. There may be circumstances when a man may have to travel for 1 week, at a stretch. But do you know that to go to do 9 to 5 where you wake up early and come back late and you don't get to spend time with your children, do that over years is way worse than having to travel for 1 week to go and work and you have 3 weeks to be at home with them. Do you understand? So they will know that it's just a particular 1 week when you are not around. And then you can make up for all the time that you're not around in those 3 weeks, even if it is 2 weeks to 2 weeks. But that's not even the case. The case is people have to travel to go and do work and then come back to only spend two days in a... How do you even parent a child 2 days in a month? What do you do? What do you do? Because I'm sure you are back, you are already too tired. And I'm sure you can't even parent yourself. Let's not even talk about the moods, the aggression that comes with the frustration. Why do you think people think that men are let me beat my child? Let me beat I will report
men are seen as, maybe because of the masculinity and all. If you even noticed, even children instinctively, even from when they are much younger, they are more scared of daddy than mommy. So where it's like, yes, so a lot of the time mothers are all bark and no bite. Shout. But they are not. But fathers, once it's just like, your mommy can be telling you now, live there, you'll be forming bad guy. Once your father just say, hey, that's
yeah. And you're right. And that's the way it is. But my problem is that imagine that's all you do as a father. Imagine what that does to the child. You're always reprimanding. So there's no substance to them being afraid of you. They should be able to experience your discipline, but also experience your love. They need to know. And what pains me is that if you don't have a good father, it may be difficult for you to understand the love of God, because God is a father figure. And so sometimes, and this is, for me, this is why this pains me, especially when I look at it from a spiritual standpoint. There are things that do you know how a child can place a demand to his or her father? If you know your father, now imagine God. So the devil knows that if he makes sure that you don't understand the love of your father, then you can't get the best from God. And imagine not being able to get the best from God. Imagine. So if what you know of your father is a father is always angry at you, you're going to think God is always angry at you. But if you experience love of a father where he spanks you and then he now called you and carried you and say, I don't want to be spanking you now. I don't want to be spanking you. Yeah, exactly. So it may make you feel like even if you did something to God, you say, God doesn't want to punish me. Exactly. So you can say, so you are able to say, God, I know you don't want to punish me. I know I did something wrong. I know I broke your heart because you are my father. It's not your natural thing to you to just want to punish me. Look at that kind of understanding on this side. Look at the other understanding on the other side. Which one do you think gets the best out of life? So these things are the things that maybe when I see, I'm just sad, because it goes beyond what about what it does? What about the love of a father for a girl, for a daughter, as to how she now allows men treat her or not treat her? What about how you train her? How instinctively she knows what love to accept and what not to accept? What about that? And it just goes on and on and on and on. The intentionality of time, spending time, quality time. So somebody is thinking that they're spending time with you, they're doing you a favor. Yeah, and I can go on and on and on and on and on. So that thing that removes fathers from the house is from the devil. forget it. It's downright from hell. That thing that now says, okay, if I remove him, you people, I will quickly cast. Let me not remove him. Let me make him be around, but with sparsely time, and let me make sure that when he's around, is only for discipline, so that children are afraid and judgment. But as much as the Bible talks about the judgment of God, the Bible talks much more about the mercy of God. So you see how people's outlook to life are structured and engineered, even without them knowing it. Have you seen people who they just have this weird strength of demanding the best from life, and some people don't? You see them now. Some people go through life like this, on tiptoe. Some people go through life like, who the hell? What's freaking happening here? Yeah. And you get from life what you demand. Life don't look okay. I'll give him this one 3. Okay, this one has only 2. Let me give this one 1 now. No. You have 10. If you have 10, you demand for another 1, you get it on 11. If you have 100, you demand for another 100, you will get it. There is nothing. Life does not know how to say no to people who know how to demand. So it's like that. I didn't see this coming.
Speaking of discipline and spanking,
yeah,
I feel like there's this debate, or this, I think, a choice that's we'll all think about or face, and that's when it comes to parenting. So I would say millennial or Gen Z parenting versus our old school tried and trusted. What would you prefer for your child?
Hybrid.
Okay.
Hybrid. Hybrid because you can't just switch. You can don't lie to yourself. If you are raised by tough parenting, the chances are that when you want to do gentle parenting, you overcompensate and you make an error from your children. Because you don't know it. Who taught you gentle parenting? Right?
I like this new gentle parenting.
Okay.
No, because I'm just a naturally soft person. Like, I'm just not going to be able to flog a child. So I'm glad we've changed things.
Gentle parent. What's the opposite of gentle parenting? Tough parenting?
Tough.
Okay. Tough parenting does not mean that you flog your child.
Are you people not spare the rod as spoil the
The Bible says the rod of discipline, the rod of correction. Yeah. So the Bible explains it. So it's not rod. It's not rod like pam 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 pam.
It's koboko.
Yeah. So tough parenting does not mean spank the child all the time, or that's the only thing. Be creative now. Is it every time that you want to spank a child? Even if you want to do tough parenting. And what I say hybrid is that if you know how to do gentle parenting, and by all means, please do it, right? Do it. I don't think I know how to do it. I think I am more of the hybrid. Hybrid is maybe I need to spank you once or twice so that you know that spanking exists.
Yeah.
So that the threat of it can save me and you from the spanking. Save you from receiving spanking. Save me from having to spank you. But what if you don't know? I'm thinking, what if you don't know spanking? And I say I will spank you. Why do you think mothers are all back and no bite? Because I'll spank you. What's spanking? Maybe you spanked the child 3 months ago. He has forgotten. What's spanking? Maybe you need to do refresher courses and say that this one is forgetting what spanking means. And say, let me remind you, do reminder, refresher course. And that's the reason why we have refresher course now, even in life. Something that they've taught you before, that you're already doing. You're still going to take you back and say, go and do refresh. Maybe sometimes you need to do refresh. Right? But the funny thing is that my dad only beat me once in my life.
Same.
Yeah.
But I remember it so clearly.
Exactly. Do you understand?
And it was the kind of cautionary tale that sticks in your head, so you can't make that mistake again.
But I think this is where we differ. My mom spanked me very well. It's just my mom spanked me. My mom spanked.
My mom was more of the threat.
No, my mom spanked. My mom spanked. So the fact that my dad didn't spank me, I think my mom did it all for him. I didn't, but when I look back,
Not for both of them.
yeah. So when I look back, I think that some people get to do it. Some people get to do gentle parenting. But know your children, no.
Go to naughty corner.
Know your children. No, it's not some children. Gentle parenting may not work. Gentle parenting may not work. So know your children, and then in fact, it's possible that you look at your children. Maybe you have 3 children, and there's one that you spank, and the other, and you don't spank the other one. So it's possible.
Yeah, one is
coconut head. It's just possible. So I don't think it's one size fits all.
I agree with you, but like what you said about the overcompensating because you were raised on tough parenting, I've encountered quite a number of people from our we're not of the same generation, but you know what I mean. Yeah, elderly. But no, it's good now. But yeah, I've encountered quite a few people. I don't know if it's a trauma response, but you know when somebody tells you something, I'm like, Jesus Christ, your mother should have gone to jail. But to the person, they are remembering it as like a fun, I was so stubborn, eh? And me, I'm just like, okay, how stubborn could you have been that they put your own biological mother puts pepper in your bum bum? That what happened now?
So it's good that you brought this up. It's good that you brought this up because you have to. How do I explain this? Your parents are humans, so before they became your parents, for real. And if your parents did not know love, the chances are they did not know what to show you. It's here you get. If your mom did not know love, the chances are that what she showed you was not love. You know, everybody can spell love. Love is not the spelling, you. Love is the experience that you give another person. So, if you don't have it, you can't give it. If you don't go and get it, if you don't go and work on yourself to get it, if you are not giving, you can't give it. So, check well. Was your mom loved? Was your father loved?
Them.
Yeah. If they were, of course, I'm not talking to you, Joe.
Okay.
If they were not loved, how do you think that you can purport? How do you think that you can purport in your mind that they love you? Where do you think they found the love? The love that you give, the love that you are going to give your own children, is going to be love that you got. Nobody was born with love now. You think when they born somebody, they just born? No. Why do you think all people hurt people? That's all they know. Why do you think people self-sabotage? That's all they know. Some people don't know goodness. Goodness will become like this. They'll be afraid. What they know is unbalance, chaos. Every time something is peaceful, they become chaotic inside. Until they mess that thing up and go back to chaos before they are fine. Why do you think they do that? Exactly. So that thing that you said is totally true. And it's terrible conditioning because now you think that you are stubborn. Oh, do you remember one tweet like that? And the guy said that I was talking about, because I made a tweet, because I was trying to explain that it's dangerous when people don't have both parents. Forget banter. Forget all this rubbish about I can raise children on my own. Forget it. I don't have time for that. A child needs both parents. And I made a tweet about it. I was just talking about how emotions don't allow you track or measure consequences of actions. Why do you think somebody's angry and then they hurt themselves? If you are not angry, will you hurt yourself? No. But when you're angry, you can't measure direct consequence of something that you're about to do. Okay. So I now explained. I said that sometimes in a home, it is the father that temperaments emotions and apply logic and say no. I say, you're angry with that child. Whenever you're angry with my child, don't beat my child when you're angry. If my child, because maybe you know that your wife is somebody who just get angry and regrets her action. You're not going to allow her to get angry and blind your children now, only to come and be regretting it. We regret fix the eyes back. Exactly. So maybe the man will now say, whenever you are angry, don't beat the children. You wait for me. Maybe. An example. Anyway, so I explained some things like that. And then this guy now came and wrote about how he got a football scholarship that was going to take him to Europe. Oh yeah. And maybe, I don't remember, maybe he hissed to his mom or something, and the mom now said, oh, so because you didn't come, and then tore the passport and tore and
That woman, like people were defending, but
now good.
you reminded me of that thing. And I don't want to remember.
Now think about it. So it is possible that somebody who is not okay will off the people or the things that she loves. That is, the things that are not the things that she loves, the things that are dear to her. Do you get? Yeah, because love is an experience. So it is something for something to be there to you. It's a fact. Something can be there to you. Naturally, a child will be there to the mother. Naturally, because exactly. But it is not necessarily natural that a woman will know how to love her children. So these are the issues. If you've been conditioned, you need to know. What if you are being stubborn and your mom now going to go and do something and beat you and now damage you for life? What if? And not all damages are even physical. A lot of people are damaged.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are damaged. And you know the funny thing? Let me tell you. So I said my mom used to spank me, right? But I don't know. She just spank, After a while, you don't even cry anymore. You're not gonna that. But I remember that I told her that you're not going to beat my younger brother. He's our son, no. No, you don't beat him. And I stopped her from beating him at a very younger age, compared to how before they stopped beating me. You get the idea. Now, so sometimes you also help the parents. Sometimes you also help the parents. Sometimes the bad thing is that you are supposed to be a child. You're not supposed to grow fast. You're not supposed to grow faster than your age. But whatever happens, if it has gone, at least now they spank you, they put the pen in your bum, now you're an adult. One of the things that you can do for yourself is to recognize that thing for what it is. That's an abuse. I don't think and poverty too. Poverty is no go better for poverty. And then do you know that poverty will just make you really angry? Do you know that if you are rich and you come home one day and your child has removed your TV and is unscrewing it, if you are rich, you will say, he wants to be an engineer, he's trying to see how it works. You now say, Junior, I'm going to buy you your own toy TV that you're going to learn with. You see, because you have money, you can recognize engineering potential in your child. If you collected a job and cooperated to buy that TV,
that child will hear it all.
You see, ordinary disposable income, the availability of disposable income and inavailability of disposable income. You see how you can change the experience of two children. Same situation, same engineering traits, same a child wanting to be a child. A child is a child. So you live in a closed place, one room apartment. You have a toddler, or maybe even children, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. What do you think children at those age? What do you think they do? They run around and play. But now you put them in a room. Do you think that you won't have chaos in that room? I mean, look at that. So if you went through that as a person and you are now older, you are now an adult. One of the things that you should do for yourself is to go see a therapist. So a therapist can help you identify traumas, identify the things that you may be doing. Because it goes both ways. Some people will raise their own children like that. Some people will overcompensate and be too soft and also raise terrible children. Yeah. So this is what happens to people. When something happens to them, they run to the next extreme. Yeah. No, there's nothing good that comes from extremes. It is only in a place of balance that you have a well-adjusted child, balanced children, balanced diet, balance. Even car gone, they will say alignment, balance, wheel balancing, balance. So it's not extreme. It's not like your parents were rough, tough, and irrational. You now go to soft, no discipline, no structure. And leave him. The two of you end up the same way. You also end up the way your child will also end up like you now, because this extreme leads to that other extreme too. If you go like this, you go and meet in the middle, somewhere there.
I think, of course, course, we can learn from our parents. I mean, how we were parented, in most cases, very good. But for those that didn't have the opportunity as well, you can learn from the good and the bad. And me, I always say that some things will always be carried over. Not, please, I'm not anyway, my own parents were not about I was a good child too, I think. I feel like they were lucky. You guys are welcome, Joe. But
can you imagine? I'm not discussing my life. You are praising yourself.
No, but say the truth where it should be said.
I was a good child too.
But
I think my parents were lucky.
You that you've confessed that they were beating you very well.
And they were lucky. They were lucky.
But I'm just thinking.
I could have been worse than that.
Beyond, no. But even beyond, it's true. But sometimes I'll say, my parents they are not even happy. What if I was a drug addict or something? You get. But I'm just saying that even beyond, say, discipline, in parenting, another thing I think is, for example, me, I would say, when I was younger, my mom is not a sleepover person. You can't come and tell your mommy. In fact, if my mom is the typical Nigerian mom that if you say, just go and visit your friend, you say,
have they come? Before? Yeah. Has she visited you before?
Even if you say yes, she'll still look for another thing to say. So this kind of, you now say, that's visit. Ordinarily, everywhere is bright.
Yeah.
The day is bright and clear visit.
Yeah.
So imagine you now come and say, oh, so and so person is organizing sleepover. Or, oh, I just want to go and sleep over for the weekend. Never. So in fact, I'm so glad that maybe on that team, because I didn't grow up in this Abuja, very good, because it's like if you're the environment, like if you go to some of these schools now, where all the moms are like the ones you see in Igbo movies, like in the posh Abuja and Lagos schools now, you see this one be like, oh, hi, Jaden's mom, I'm Jasmine's mom, we're having I want to organize a sleepover for Jasmine's birthday. We'll be so glad Jaden and all the other kids are coming, stuff like that. So that is something that's actually obtainable in like posh circles now. But back then, we in the streets, we didn't, thank God that it wasn't really like that. It would just be maybe just your close friend that just feels like, oh, can you come on? My mom's answer will always be no. And back then I used to be like, oh, I don't know why she's even so strict about things like even visiting and all this stuff. Now let me tell you, when I have my own kids, I don't care if the whole class is going for the sleepover. I don't honestly, my child is not going to anybody's house for sleepover. Because there are so many dangers. So many, like, what they say, what an elder can see at the
sitting down. A child on the tree, yeah.
Because you read about stories of sexual abuse. You don't know who's in that house. Even about anything can happen. The child's father or the child's mother, other relatives, other adults that may be there. Or the way you supervise your child is not the way other people supervise their own children. Especially when kids are maybe much younger. Like maybe they let their kid climb to the balcony and do whatever. You on your own, you know that in your own house, you don't you want to be seeing those troublesome little people
around. Yes,
so I don't even think. Yes, I know they'll say you can't wrap them up in cotton. But really, what do you think of that? For real?
I know that me as a parent, my children are not going to any sleepover anywhere. This is not just happening. I'm a very cultural person. It's not in my culture. We have Tales by the Moonlight. Yeah. Which basically means that if I know their parents and I think that they're good people, we can go for lunch or dinner or hike or park. We can be there and they all can be playing together. If the place is lit, as should be, generally speaking, 10:30 p.m., which is already late enough. As far as late is concerned, we can go home. Yeah, that's moonlight. That's how we do it. That's how our fathers do it. Everybody will gather under the moonlight and play, and everybody retire to the bosom of their mothers. Everybody will retire to the bosom of their mothers. When it is a particular point in time, every mother will be doing what's that thing called? Calling roster, calling attendance. Everybody will be counting their children and say, this one slept. Parents will go around covering their children in bed to say, this one did not wear clothes, this one did not cover. That's where I'm coming from. That's what I know. I not carry body and follow joint body with you people that will be doing sleepover with houses that they don't have values.
It's a modern thing.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm pretty cultural and traditional. I don't do with those. What's my own with them? Children are the most important thing in this life now, as far as I'm concerned. I will not even give my car to go and sleep over in your house. Why would I give my children to go and sleep over? Like, imagine you just say, can you come and park your car in my house? I won't even park my car in my house. Why would I even come and park? The play that they play in the school, play in the evening, play towards evening, is not enough. What are they going to come and play? What? No one sleep over. To sleep.
It's just one of those things. And in fact, I've read stories of, you would think that, oh, it's a large group, what could possibly happen? But I've actually read stories of like predators, as in a sexual predator, I think the uncle of a child, of the child whose house it was, or something, drugging the kids just to assault some of them. I think I read one that said, is it that one woke up or something and called the mother came to pick the child or something like that. It's crazy. So
I think is women that do all those kind of things. I don't think a man will allow. I'm telling you. I've not. If you've seen, you tell me. You've seen a man who says, "Oh, it was his idea to go and let his children go and sleep over in one house somewhere." I don't think so. I don't think so.
Of course, find a way.
Because women are now saying they're doing it now, and they make the man's life uncomfortable. Men have to be fine with their wives being unhappy. Yeah, because is that thing about happy wife, happy life is a life from a pit of hell.
Bam.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. This is one of the things we were talking about in the last episode about manipulation. Yeah. So women will feign, I'm unhappy, you're not making me happy, to manipulate their husband. And then those things get to men. Because men are not that strong when it comes to those things, because men can't deal with emotional baggage. Okay, what is it you want? Oh yeah, shall go and do. Let me have peace. Men must be at home and okay with trouble. You're not going to lead your family being afraid of trouble, especially from your wife. You have to be able to put your feet down, especially when it comes to the children. My children are not going to do sleepover. Simple. Let that your stupid clique of modern mothers know that your own husband is crazy, so they will save you the headache. You don't even have to be. Yeah, let them know that this thing that you're doing, I like it too. But you see that my own husband is mad. Yeah, let it save you. You be using, that's wisdom. Be using it. Maybe your wife, maybe your husband, maybe your husband is not even that mad though.
Yes.
Do you get? Hey, that's wisdom. Now say, look, let me tell you, I envy people. My husband, you don't even want to hear last of it. Say, he will slap you. Look, child, leave me. Yeah. You don't even know. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They were saying, you do like this. I say, this is not saying. Just thank God that your husband is where your husband is. Just leave me. That's wisdom now. You know, if your child is molested, God forbid, you can't take it back. You cannot. Why would I risk that kind of thing? Sleepover. It must be meant. It must be meant to. And that's the thing now. You just go and copy rubbish thing from the abroad. You just be bringing it. Look, what happened to Saturday painting for the children and their parents? Can't you do that? You can't say, oh, I'm organizing a painting, something for, or a piano, or recitation. In daylight, all of us can go, and so that all of us can live there and still go back to our house. It is sleepover where I'm not with my child, not even teenager gone. You should be afraid and careful. Children. No freaking way. Please, I pass.
I think that's one we've learned from our parents, and I really love.
I pass. I will pass, as they will say.
So many.
I will pass on that. Thank you, but no, thanks.
For no thanks.
Yeah.
Yes. So there you have it. I think. What's our take home? We've taken home many things. There's a lot to bridge between parenting techniques, and then we should all respect women. I think that's another one.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Treat people with kindness, women especially. Yeah. So that they can pay it forward. Women, to you to try and be nice.
That's all we do. We're just very
try
nice.
and be nice. Try and be nice.
Okay, so that's all. That's what we have for today. Thank you so much, Dr. Ayo.
Thank you
And
too.
if you're watching, thank you too. Don't
Subscribe,
forget,
like, share, and things like that.
all
Drop
of the
comments.
above. Yes, comment. We want
Comment,
to
yeah, I
hear
want
from
you,
you.
yeah.
We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
So until next time, we go off script with Dr. Ayo.
Bye.